Oh yeah, what up you guys? Welcome back to another one of these videos. If this is your first time here, my name is Lauri Koskinen and I'm a juggler. This channel is all about juggling, teaching you guys juggling, how to juggle. Okay. I'm gonna share with you my warm-up routine that I do every time when I train. I train about 5 days a week, and every time when I go training, I do a warm-up routine. And it's very similar always, every time. It's pretty much the same. But before, I'm just gonna put the video and then talk over the video and explain you what I'm doing so you can see and hear me at the same time. But before we do that, I just want to let you know, before I go to the training hall, I train in the mornings. Before I go there, I ride a bicycle there. Okay, I ride a bicycle to the training hall, and it's only about 5 minute ride, something like that, about 5 minutes. So it's not that long, and I do it to warm up my body as well. Okay, I don't take a car or anything because I'm gonna warm up my body, so I don't have to warm up so much when I'm there. Okay, and when I shared this the first time, I got a comment that someone commented that for them, riding a bicycle is the hardest, the heaviest thing you can do for your arms. They get really super tired. And to me that's very weird, but I guess there's different kind of bicycles. Like, my first thought was, well, try to juggle some heavy kettlebells or do some farmer's carry with 100 kilo dumbbells. It's not that heavy riding a bicycle, but I also realized that there are different kind of bicycles. So just to tell you, the kind of bicycle that I ride is what we call in Finland a granny bike. It's a granny bike, so you sit there like this. So you're not leaning forward, holding with your hands. You're sitting like this and just holding your hands very smoothly. So you don't have to put any weight on them, just to clarify. Okay, so it's an old bike. I just ride it. I can even let go if I want, right? So it's very relaxed for my arms. And also, you don't have to go in handstand and paddle with your hands. Just saying. Alright, let's get into this. Let's just start it. So I get to the training hall, I take my bag, and depends on the mornings, I listen to some music. I actually don't remember what I listened this time. Right now I'm experimenting different moods with different music, different tempos, and it's still very early on because every once in a while I'm experimenting how it works. But now I felt I need the music to get me going. So first of all, I'm swinging my arms, right? And I do that about 6 to 12 rounds. And I do it until I feel the blood rushing on my arms, okay? So blood is coming here all the way to my fingers, then I stop. And I do both ways, left hand, right hand, shake, then left hand again the other way, right hand again the other way. Shake a bit, then both arms. And when I take it back here, I squeeze my shoulder blades because I want to warm them up as well, right? And then the other way. And the same, it's about 6 to 12 that I do. And shake it off a little bit. Whew, I'm getting tired just telling this. Warm up my arms a bit, shake them, and then I do this. And notice when I'm doing it, my shoulders stay down. I don't lift my shoulders or something. I try to keep my shoulders down and back, and then I also switch the finger and palm positions. So it's stretching a little bit in different places, okay? So the whole point is to warm up my body a bit, so I'm more ready to juggle when I start juggling. Shaking my arms a bit, then I'm gonna do this. I'm warming up my wrist. This is one of the best warm-ups that I do with my arms. Grab it with your wrist like this, and then you push up and you pull down and you twist. I know it looks very dirty. I'm jamming with the music. Yeah, and so you just squeeze, you pull, and I spin this and I push up. It opens up everything in here really, really good. I wish I remember what song I'm listening to, but it looks like I'm having a good time. I usually do. And then I stretch my fingers, my thumb, and now I go into forearms, stretch first, like that, and then I put it my arms straight, and again it's always shoulder down, relaxed, so I'm stretching only here, and then I push it so it changes a little bit. How do you call this? I don't know. Then the other hand, these are the stretches that I do every single time. Sometimes if I feel that I don't need them, I don't do them. So if I remember correctly, you can see how I bent my elbow just to get the stretch in a little bit different place. Warm up my wrist again, shake it off a little. Now this stretch, I usually don't need it. Now I'm trying it, I didn't need it, so I go into the next one. So I don't stretch if I don't have to. If something is not tight at all, I don't have to stretch it. And see that? Keep my shoulder down. And then again, stretch first, arm straight, and then bend your elbow and continue the stretch. And I keep it about around 10 seconds, I would say. 10 to 15 if it's really tired. I never go longer than 20 seconds. That's the maximum. Usually around 10 to 15. That I tried again, not really, don't need the stretch, not gonna do the stretch. Stretching here again, you can see, and then bend the elbow. I'm keeping the stretch all the time. So I'm keeping the stretch, and my shoulder down, raise it like this, you keep it down, and you keep the stretch when you pull it here. You can feel that it's transferring the stretch a little bit different place. Warm up my wrist again, doing that fist thing. Okay, shaking, and now I'm stretching my shoulders. And it's the same thing here. I don't want to pull my body and pull my shoulder in the front because that's not my goal. My goal is to keep it here and stretch the muscles on the back here. Okay, so I keep my shoulder down and back when I do this stretch. And I do it on both sides. And then I do, it's a little bit hard to explain, but let me try to explain it while I do it. That one. So again, your shoulders you try to keep down and back. Then with you go over, cross like this. Now you're lifting up. You're lifting up with your elbows, and then you push. You see what I just did there? So I keep my shoulders down, and I push up with my elbows, and then I bend also the arms. That will give me a nice stretch on the shoulders. All right. Shake it off a little bit, and depending if my neck is really tired, like really stiff, I'm gonna do these kind of like movements, but now it wasn't stiff, so I don't do it. Stretch my shoulders a bit and chest, changing the position a little bit because my goal is now not to get more like trying to stretch my body for a long time, just to do open up my body so I would have more range of motion for my juggling. And now I'm stretching the sides. Okay, I have one arm on the bar and I'm stretching my lats and my sides, switching the position a little bit, just opening up a bit. Okay, you can see my fat ass there trying to do all this stuff. Then switch the arm, do the other arm as well. I found when it comes to doing the body throws and like in creativity in itself, if my sides like all the way from under my shoulder here, or the lats attach, your lats are like this, the wide wing muscles, the back muscles, latissimus dorsi. It attaches here, so all the way from here and the side of your abdominal muscles as well. When I open those up, I really can feel my body working much better, my arms and everything. Yeah, sometimes I shake my pelvis a bit if I feel my lower back is a little bit stiff and everything. But now I think I just felt like I don't want to do it in front of the camera. And here I'm stretching my whole arm. It's whole arm stretch and also the chest. And this is the last one that I do, and after this I'm done with the stretching. Now this takes about 3 to 7 minutes, okay? Depending on how much I need to do, how I feel that morning, it's about 3 to 7 minutes. Usually I would say around 5 or 6 minutes. Okay, now I'm doing a little bit more extra because I know I'm filming myself for sure. But sometimes it is like this. And sometimes it may take even longer. Like usually my whole warm-up is anywhere like 6 to 10 minutes, I would say. Today was 7 minutes. This I filmed earlier this week. And then I take 5 clubs and I go into 5 club multiplexes. And it's pretty much the same routine that I do every single time. It just like doing multiplexes, it gets my body ready because it's a little bit heavier to throw 2 clubs at once. But also when it comes to doing the technique, multiplexes are not that hard for me. So if you want to try this, I would recommend that you do some sort of patterns that you are very, very good at, okay? For me, this comes easy. I can do them just like this. And you can see, this is the first time that I've juggled today on the video in that day. And this is my warm-up, how I start my warm-ups. I do all these different 5 club multiplex patterns. And it's usually the same run. Sometimes it may change how long I do something. And if I drop, I'm gonna grind a little bit on it just to make me feel good. But it's all these heavier throws and all the catching, collecting, throwing, it really warms up my body and get myself ready really, really fast. So basically all I need is this run, which is like 3 minutes or something. And I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go knock those 5 club tricks. So that's why I do this. And after the last multiplex, I go into the cascade. And I just juggle cascade for a while until I feel good, okay? And like I said, this has taken me years to develop all the way at this point. I didn't start with this. I started with easier tricks. And then I do some one-legged stance. And yeah, and eventually, like after a few years, it's gonna be different. It has grown into a more harder stuff. But this is the thing, like I dropped. Usually I juggle about 100 to 200 catches, just how I feel. But now when I dropped here, I didn't see a reason to continue. Because it was a good run. There's no like need to, like if I drop early, like before 50 catches or something, or even before 100, I may just start it again and just do cascade more. But if it feels good like it did now, there was no reason to continue more, okay? That is my warm-up routine. That is how I get warm up, and after this I go into my training routine. And right now my training routine, the next thing would be start hitting those 5 club tricks. So I'm gonna start now I do first some endurance runs of 744, 645 and 753, okay? And then I do some 180s, 360s, different side swap, different tricks. And then I go into some new tricks, and then I do my routine, just run through ones, and then do some tricks, random tricks, and then I go into more stuff. But anyway, that is a different conversation. That's my warm-up routine. That's what I do every single time. And remember, it's not how it started, it's how it has developed. So now it's this. So start easily, start slowly. If you want to try this, first warm up your body, then stretch, and then do your juggling routines, like the warm-up training. And I found that these 5 club multiplexes, they work best for me. I'm ready to go after those, okay? I'm ready. Like maybe I need to warm up some body throws and stuff like that, but other than that, I'm good to go. Boom. This is like the best warm-up routine for me. Personally, it's less than 10 minutes and I'm ready. So for me, it's very fast, it's very good. And by doing this, I can save up a lot of time. If I were to do this, if I was just start to juggle, it would take me maybe 30 minutes until I feel that I'm really ready. So with this, it's 10 minutes, I'm ready. And also my body is ready to learn more because it's opened, it has more range of motion. This is how doing stuff like this, that's how I still keep getting better and better all the time, even with less and less training. So be smart with your time. Thank you so much for watching, and remember to subscribe. If you want to learn more about stuff like this, like how to compose your training routines and how to create your own tricks and everything about technique, whatever, definitely check out my jugglingmastery.com, the online juggling course. It's more like a juggling school in a sense, but it's online. Yeah, it's just packed with everything. There's over 400 videos. I think there's like 85 hours of video material, like lessons and tutorials, and just more coming. It's not just me, there's also other jugglers teaching you guys there. So I highly recommend that you check it out, jugglingmastery.com. There's a link below. Okay, so link in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. And if you wondered what my name is, enjoy my coffee. See you guys. Bye.